The Episode 7, The Central Powers in World War I, Empires Against the World. Introduction. In 1914, a single bullet fired in Sarajevo sparked the deadliest conflict the modern world had seen, World War I. This wasn't just a war between nations. It was a clash of empires, ideologies, and ambitions. At the heart of the conflict stood a powerful alliance, the Central Powers. This alliance was made up of four key nations: the German Empire, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Ottoman Empire, the Kingdom of Bulgaria. But who were these nations? Why did they go to war? How strong were their militaries? And ultimately, why did they lose? In this episode, we'll break down these questions with historical insight, hard statistics, and military analysis. Germany, the industrial powerhouse of the Central Powers. Why did it enter the war? Germany sought to challenge British global dominance, expand its influence, and support its key ally, Austria-Hungary. It entered the war confident in its military strength and industrial superiority. Military manpower. Over 13.2 million soldiers mobilized. Highly trained and centrally organized military system. Armament and technology. Europe's largest artillery force, e.g., Big Bertha guns. Devastating chemical weapons. Chlorine, phosgene, mustard gas. Advanced U-boat submarines targeting Allied shipping. Standard rifle, Mauser 98. Early military aircraft for reconnaissance and bombing. Casualties: killed, 2 million. Wounded or missing, 4.2 million plus. Commanders: Paul von Hindenburg, Eastern Front strategist and future president. Erich Ludendorff, chief architect of German war strategy. Strategic note: Germany dominated early battles with organization and firepower. But two-front warfare, resource depletion, and the entry of the US turned the tide. AT, Austria-Hungary, the decaying empire of diversity. Why did it enter the war? Following the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand by a Serbian nationalist, the empire declared war on Serbia, triggering a chain reaction across Europe. Military manpower: 8 million soldiers mobilized. Multinational army with 11 different ethnic groups. Equipment: Mannlicher rifles, specialized mountain artillery. Weak and underdeveloped air force. Casualties: killed 1.5 million, wounded or missing 3.6 million plus. Commanders: Konrad von Hotzendorf, a conservative commander trapped in outdated military traditions. Strategic note: lack of cohesion, internal ethnic tensions, and logistical chaos made Austria-Hungary more of a burden than a help to Germany. Ottoman Empire, the last stand of a 600-year empire. Why did it enter the war? Seeking to revive regional influence and align with modern powers, the Ottomans joined Germany. A joint naval attack on Russian ports marked their entry into the war. Military manpower: over 2.8 million soldiers. Low training levels, but strong ideological drive. Weaponry: mostly German-supplied Mauser rifles, heavy artillery, grenades, and limited air force. Coastal and mountain defenses. Casualties: dead 770,000 plus. Millions more died due to famine, disease, and civil unrest. Notable figures: Enver Pasha, War Minister and Eastern Front Commander. Jamal Pasha, Commander in Syria. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, hero of Gallipoli and future founder of Turkey. Strategic note: despite tactical victories like Gallipoli, the Ottomans were overstretched, under-resourced, and faced attacks from Russia, Britain, and Arab uprisings. Bulgaria, a small power with big ambitions. Why did it enter the war? Bulgaria joined the Central Powers to reclaim lost territories in Macedonia and the Balkans, hoping to reverse defeats from the Balkan Wars. Military manpower, around 1.2 million soldiers. Armament, German and Austro-Hungarian weapons, emphasis on infantry and field artillery. Casualties, dead, 87,000. Wounded or missing, 150,000 plus. Commanders, General Nikola Zhekov, successful military leader in early campaigns. Strategic note, initial victories in Serbia were later reversed. By 1918, Bulgaria was the first Central Power to surrender, exhausted and isolated. Conclusion: why did the Central Powers lose? Despite early successes, several critical factors led to the downfall of the Central Powers. Multi-front warfare overstretched their armies. Allied naval blockades caused massive resource shortages. Ethnic fragmentation in multinational empires like Austria-Hungary and the Ottomans. Economic collapse and internal revolutions. U.S. intervention in 1917 tipped the balance. War fatigue and loss of public support. What you'll learn in this episode: the hidden motives behind each country's decision to go to war. Detailed statistics on military strength and casualties. Analysis of how technology shaped the war. How these four nations helped shape and collapse the old world order. If you're passionate about real, deep history, this episode is for you. Coming up in Episode 8, why did the United States enter World War I? We'll explore how a distant power turned the tide of a global conflict. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon.